Pardon? You say no. That's a bit mean. And then tag my Twitch in it, and then just spam it to Scott. You don't know what you mean to me. Here we go, loading up F1 Manager. I even look like Christian Horner. Because I too am very sexy. Where's my vape gone? What? I'm pulling over. Fall out of my car. Oh, I love the F1 music. Oh, also I bought some envelopes today. Do you know why I bought some envelopes today? So I can get some signed driver films. Sorry, I want something worth something. See? He's just beautiful. I've literally been gone like 10 minutes. Found it. I have to scroll to the bottom of this end user license. Are you on my stream?
Formula One, a sport that spans hearts, minds and nations, where the 20 best drivers in the world come together to take on some of the world's most historic circuits. And that legacy continues today. The 2021 championship was thrilling from start to finish, and 2022 is set to be even better. New regulations will usher in an age of pioneering changes. New driving talent alongside returning champions will be dueling it out to the bitter end. The pressure will be on the team principals in the upcoming season as they manage their drivers, their cars, and the whole team to push to victory. This is not a challenge for the faint-hearted. This is Formula One. Mercedes The Red Bull team burst onto the F1 scene in 2005. And ever since 2009, they've been one of the top 3 teams in the championship. Last season ended
Going straight for the Red Bull. How'd you know? They're my favourite track. Right. They are my favourite track.
Hi there. Nice
oh
to
wow,
meet
there's
you.
a lot going on here.
I'm Audrey Mensah, one of the team's senior engineers. Welcome to the team. It's great to have. We finished last season on a high here at Red Bull, but this season we want to push even further. It's a good job you're here, because we're ready to get started. As our new team principal, you're responsible for a lot of aspects of the team. Everything from managing our team's growth, overseeing our finances, and deciding on race day strategies will be in your hands. You can keep an eye on most things from your dashboard here. I can take you through it now. First up, an overview of the board. They're the ones who set the expectations for the team. If they're confident in your leadership, you'll be fine. If they lose confidence in you, however, they might look
Don't
to replace
replace me.
The board sets season objectives for the team to achieve. Reaching them will help keep confidence high, so be sure to familiarize yourself with what's expected. You'll want to keep an eye on the long-term objective for beyond this season as well. Okay then, let's look ahead to the race weekend. We need to start preparing for the next Grand Prix, which will be the first of the season. As it's your first day though, there's nothing urgent for you to address. Feel free to explore more, or you can select continue and sign off for the day. Once you do, time will pass, but don't worry about missing anything. You'll automatically sign back in if an important event comes up.
This is your new inbox. Okay.
Don't forget to check in with the board often. You can monitor board confidence levels, your available budget, and your progress towards a greater team rating from here. It's no longer your first day. We'll have you on top of things in no time. You'll continue moving through days this way until it's time for the race, which you can see in the upcoming events list. It's good to get in the habit of regularly checking that list. Let's take a look at what needs doing today. Here you can delve deeper into team finances
Technical chief, head of aerodynamics. Australian team was not too late to negotiate our sponsor obligations for the season. Sponsorship is a big income. So 2 minutes we're negotiating. applications on our site, like creating merchandise that feature our sponsors. Okay.
Looks like you've received a budget approval request. Most of the team's budget is decided by the board at the start of the season, plus whatever we get from last season's prize money and any extra sponsorship revenue we earn.
We've had an idea for a season kickoff party to bring everyone to one celebrate team. We need budget approval if we want to. What do you think? Yeah, let's improve everyone's
I
morale.
reckon that's a good decision. It should keep the... Now that's dealt with, There's always some final work to do before we can set off. Check your
We're Bahrain testing finals. So it's best of 2.
Okay, you want to get started with a design project. These are car parts we can design and manufacture in-house. Each car part impacts different areas of a car's performance, but you can also view our car performance by rank on grid. Take a look. The team's expertise in making new car parts improves with experience. Testing is also an important step in... If you assign some testing time to this design now, you can see what effect it will have on the car part. You can direct the engineering team to focus on specific areas of performance. Over the season, we'll understand... As a final step before the team gets... Bear in mind, these decisions... Nice work. Continually... One of my favorite plays. This is your one thing you'll always need. Okay, you have all the information you should need. This is your race preparation area, where one thing you'll all... Here we've got the performance targets for this coming weekend. Looks like we've got incentives for both the qualifying session and the race. If we can reach those targets, we'll get an additional payout, and it won't cost the team anything if we don't meet them. You can also decide to add targets. Okay. That feels like something we can achieve without too much difficulty. Okay, we're done here. Let's head...
I think we can reach all of them.
You've done everything needed, and the team...
Let's see.
Welcome to the archipelago of Formula One. Bahrain might have a small land footprint, but it's showing its big spirit right now in the grandstands. Either way, it's time for another fantastic weekend of Grand Prix racing. The Bahrain International Circuit is a challenging track, and the cars routinely have to brake from high gear to low to take the narrow turns. With the need for downhill braking, the risk of locking up is one drivers will need to manage. It's all about focus and balance to get victory here. We might still be early in the season, but that doesn't mean we can sit back and relax. Everything is up for grabs, and nothing is certain at this stage. Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
Great to see you again. Welcome to your first race weekend with the team. It's Friday, so we're kicking off with free practice one as usual. Over here is our race preparation area. This is where you can make any changes you need ahead of the upcoming practice session. Rest assured the team have already prepared the cars for practice. When you're ready, we can continue to the practice session. During race weekends, you can decide whether you want to manage the practice sessions yourself or whether to hand over control to your team. As it's your first race weekend, you should let the team handle the practice.
Okay.
Today has already seen the culmination of practice, so we move on now to the all-important qualifying session. There are no more chances to practice this weekend. It gets serious from now on in, as our teams prepare to record their best lap times ahead of tomorrow's race. One good lap isn't enough to guarantee a strong position, with consistency absolutely essential for those looking to succeed. Let the competition commence.
Let the competition commence. And Max Verstappen has the fastest time.
To help maximise our drivers' performance, the team have them work on 3 goals during practice: track acclimatisation, car parts knowledge, and setup confidence. If you manage the session yourself, you might get an even better performance from the drivers for the rest of the weekend. Right, time for qualifying. Our results here will determine where we start on the grid for Sunday's race. Qualifying takes place over 3 knockout rounds, and only the fastest drivers will advance each time. Same as practice, the team can handle qualifying for you if you like. Let's get you hands-on for this round then, just to make sure you're feeling confident before race day kicks off. Our drivers need to be setting their fastest possible lap times, so we can advance to the next round of qualifying. The slowest 5 cars will be knocked out. Keep a careful eye on time remaining. The time limit on qualifying rounds really ramps up the pressure. Right then, let's get a car out on the track for its first run and see how it goes. Each car is fitted with a number of onboard cameras. You can also use the map view if you like. Remember, you're managing 2 drivers throughout the session, so make sure to...
Verstappen and Perez are going to start their hot laps now. Perez has got struck by Joe Guanyu.
So focus on just bringing your tyre temperatures back under control for the moment.
Okay.
Want to see your tyre temps?
Copy, mate.
That's a decent time for a flying lap. Keep an eye on the standings throughout the session and try and keep the drivers out of the knockout zone. Right then, that qualifying run is done, so the driver will return to the pits now. I know everything happens so fast over a race weekend, but if you need to catch your breath, you can pause for as long as you like. Or, if things aren't moving fast enough for you, you can speed up a little. Our driver is back in the pits. You need to reconfigure the team will make sure the run plan is updated to include refueling. So all you have to do is fit some fresh tyres. Here you can see all the tyre compounds available this weekend. When making any changes, just be sure you're considering both the condition and the compound of the selected tyre. We want maximum performance during qualifying. So let's use a fresh, soft compound tyre. Soft tyres are the fastest in dry conditions. Confirm the
Oh wait, I'm parked firmly now, aren't I? Pardon?
Brilliant. The car's ready to head back out at your say-so. It's probably best to do at least one more run before the end of the round. Unless you're feeling very confident about our time so far. The track will have more grip later in the round, but there will also be more traffic. It's up to you to decide when you want to send...
Sounds like someone's locked up.
Oh look, all that traffic. One low 41. 40, go on, Perez. Nice spot.
That'll be the session over.
We're through to Q2. Great work. In Q2, the fastest 15 cars from Q1 battle it out for only 10 places in Q3. Now let's push even harder for a... It's up to you whether you manage...
Red Bulls are bad.
Radio
shut up,
check.
Scott.
Loud and clear.
Why was it like me?
That's it for the session.
We can take a look now. Now have a watch of this. Looks like Ocon. Just a bit too heavy on the brakes, and they've locked up. And that was a bitter blow for the team. And it may have really hurt their overall chances.
There's still everything. Achieve a sponsor guarantee. Right. Here we are, Q3.
Radio check.
Radio check.
Yes, loud and clear. Loud and clear.
I think I've sent them out way too close to each other. Perez is slowing Verstappen down. Brand new stuff to look at. Go. You'll have brand new. Perez used Verstappen. P1. P1 boys, P1. Thanks for the follow, Scott.
It's race day, and final preparations are underway.
Should I do a Ferrari
It was a
strategy?
pleasure to watch Red Bull's excellent performance during qualifying. Their drivers will now be looking ahead to the race itself and hoping to capitalize. We saw a reasonable push from Mercedes in qualifying, and they'll have plenty of opportunities here to achieve a great result. The weather is beautifully clear tonight, which is one less problem for the teams to face. Of course, that doesn't take anything away from the unpredictability of this race.
But which team has perfected the strategy that will see them prevail today, here at the Bahrain Grand Prix?
Right then, time for the main event, the Bahrain Grand Prix. This is a great time for us to get some early points under our belt, so let's stay focused. Each driver will need to make at least one pit stop to fit new tyres. On average, a pit stop will cost a driver about 25 seconds. So we need to think carefully about when to pit and why. Let's set a tyre strategy for our drivers now. We need to make sure we have a good plan for when we want the cars to pit. Every race weekend, the team will prepare some recommended strategies to choose from. Let's see what they suggest for this race. Okay, strategy A is a fast but risky option, relying on 2 soft stints and no hard compound at all. Strategy B is a well-balanced option, 2 soft stints and a nice long middle stint on a hard compound. Right, strategy C is a slower but safe option for this track. We'll tackle the final stint on a medium compound instead of... If you think a different approach could work, you can make changes to... Going with strategy B? Just remember this has a very conservative first stint on those soft tyres. Okay, now to select a strategy for our other driver. It doesn't have to be the same for both.
A for
You should consider picking... That's both drivers with a set strategy in place.
Okay, let's go.
We have clear weather tonight as we look at the drivers in their grid positions. Taking a look at Max Verstappen. He won today. Let's see if they can take advantage of that position. And behind them, it's Perez. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. Will their hard work pay off today? And this is it, the Bahrain Grand Prix. It's lights out, and away we go.
Managing pace will help you manage a car's tyre temperature and wear. Keep an eye on the tyre condition of both.
Right, if I go for a bit
Nice move.
aggressive.
So pick up the pace. Pick up the pace.
Yeah, okay.
Ferrari, advance the race position. Let's have a look. Let's have another look. Sainz is the focus here.
Fuel commands allow drivers to manage their car's fuel consumption. Just keep an eye on your remaining fuel. If a driver needs an additional performance push for a short time, they can adjust their ERS strategies and use any battery charge they have. There are 3 ERS strategies that deploy more energy than they harvest, but each use that energy for a different purpose. Overtake and defend are best for getting ahead of cars or for keeping them behind you. Deploy is the fastest strategy available. Harvest will prioritize charging up the battery instead of using energy for performance. Neutral will maintain the current battery charge over a lap, which gives a nice balance of energy deployment and harvesting.
use your battery.
Yeah.
Remember to click overtake.
Copy.
Triangle the outside line. Nice, Perez. Nice overtake there.
Okay, good job.
I get some distance.
Red Bull moved up.
Okay, you're good to push.
Copy.
DRS is enabled. Cancel lift and coast for now. Cancel lift and coast for now.
He's getting DRS.
Copy.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
Lift and coast for now.
Yeah.
Nice
Oh,
move.
Nice move on Leclerc. Give me some space.
Back it out, back it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, no, I want Verstappen still
So that was the purple lap.
Copy, mate.
We do not require any fuel liftoff.
Okay.
Let's push.
Okay.
Update on liftoff. We do require fuel liftoff.
Okay.
Recharge on. Recharge on.
Yeah, copy.
As the
Recharge
race
off.
progresses,
Recharge off.
remember to keep an eye on the planned strategy you put in place before the race. The strategy view will let you check your strategy, adjust it, or even change it entirely. The data view is also an important area to track during the race. It gives you a deep dive into race data, including lap times for all the team's drivers. During the race, you can use the strategy view to check on each driver's strategy and adjust them if need be. You can also check the strategy graphs to see how a car's tyre wear is matching up to the team's expectations. You can also use the car and track tabs to view more details about them. From the data view, you can see live data from the current session. Here we can see the latest lap and sector. Here you can also view how the current session could affect the drivers, and there's plenty more to dive into.
Clerk is catching up.
Back off.
Yeah, copy.
We are out of DRS.
Your battery's ready.
Copy.
Oh god, I wasn't watching.
Okay, that was a purple lap. I'll let you know if the situation changes. Okay, recharge on.
Yeah.
So recharge on.
Copy.
Recharge on. Recharge on.
Yeah.
No DRS. No DRS.
Copy.
Good defend. Not really.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place. Red Bull gained a place. Ferrari advance the race position.
Yes, Perez. Just keep playing the signs like that.
Red Bull moved up. We've just had a car run wide.
Right, let's talk tyres. Ultimately, it's your decision. Once you've decided which tyre to move to. Okay, our driver has just entered the pit window. The pit window encompasses the laps that cover the planned pit stops in your strategy. This means it's nearly time to call the planned pit stop. Unless you think there's a reason to pit immediately, I always recommend sticking to the strategy and pitting on the optimal lap.
And we'll box this lap, Max. Box this lap.
Click overtake.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place. Red Bull moved up.
The undercut.
I think someone's run wide. Red Bull gained a place.
Come on, Perez. Ferrari advance a race position. Red Bull moved up. just finished this ring. Okay.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
That is the purple lap for now.
Yeah.
Red Bull gained a place. Ferrari advance the race position.
Click overtake, click overtake.
Copy.
No DRS, no DRS.
Looked like a clean lap there as well, mate.
Yeah, okay.
So V-charge on.
Copy.
So caution on the battery.
Is that a lockup? Red Bull moved up.
We are low fuel now.
Copy.
Back off.
Wait, what? I didn't see that happening.
Keep at it. We do not require any fuel liftoff.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place. Was that a lock-up on the track?
What a mess. I missed all the production with the mini issue.
Copy.
How are we looking?
So box, Checo box. Recharge on, recharge on. Got the fastest car on track.
Last lap was a purple lap.
Ferrari, advance the race position. Red Bull gained a place.
For Infomax, we are fuel limited.
Okay.
What was your tyre temps?
Copy.
Back it out, back it out.
I think there's been a lock-up. Red Bull moved up.
No, we're risking it for Perez. You can back out of it.
Okay, that was a purple lap. I'll let you know if the situation changes.
No, let's just start to struggle a bit with the
Yeah,
rear.
Max, doesn't matter.
Understood, Max.
Are they doing anything about tires or not?
Okay, final lap. Okay, that's the checkered flag.
Yes! Well, that was tricky out there, but great job, guys. You managed that really well. Thank you.
Enjoy this one. Pretty special. Fail 84, please, mate. Fail 84.
That was the checkered flag.
Good job, guys. More work to do. Let's get on. Good job.
Race to me.
Okay, mate. P4. P4. Fail 84, fail. Fail 84, fail.